everyone, my name's Tatiana and I'm here with Jonathan Kohn from Balanced Energy. Hi Jonathan, thanks for talking with me.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Great, so tell us a little bit about what Balanced Energy is. We got a little spiel before, but I want to know a little bit more in depth. What do you guys do?
Sure, so Balanced Energy started in 2010 doing operations in Central Texas. We drill shallow conventional wells, about 2,000 to 5,000 feet. They usually get completed in about 2 to 3 weeks on the average. And we basically cost between $500,000 and $600,000 to drill and complete the well. So in November of last year, we did our first Bitcoin investment to basically take Bitcoin for working interest. So with Bitcoin, people are now able to buy direct producing barrels in Texas. So direct investment into oil and gas development onshore. And we've done quite well with that investment. Our investors actually have gotten their first checks, and I believe their first big check comes next month, which is our first load of oil.
Okay, cool. So what do people do? They just give you Bitcoin and then you turn it into something else? How does that work?
Basically we'll take the Bitcoin or cash, whatever it is the investors come in, they have to be an accredited investor, and they basically give us the Bitcoin, we turn that into cash, or we keep whatever we need if we want to do a little bit of speculation. But we cover our bills first. And then basically at the end of the month, you get a contract that you own this percentage of the well, and you get your check at the end of the month when we're making production.
Okay, very cool. So what made you, why did you think that Bitcoin was a good fit for what you folks are doing?
Okay, so I started in the Bitcoin world with these guys over here. They're my partners in a couple other companies, and they introduced me into the Bitcoin world, and I started mining. And I saw there is a great potential for miners that got in early and have a lot of Bitcoin and now the price is really high, and maybe they want to realize those gains with a tax deferred or a tax incentivized investment. And so kind of putting two and two together, I know a little bit of tech and I know some of this, so let's marry the two and see what we can come up with. And so we've done our first one, and now we're trying to develop that and bring it along and get a little bit more development and drilling in the West Texas and Central Texas areas with Bitcoin.
Yeah, so what do you think is the future of Bitcoin?
I think long term, it's an amazing protocol that's going to be built on top of, and we're going to see layers and layers and layers of businesses built on top of it. It's going to allow for very, very low cost remittances, which will bring in Latin American and South American, all the other countries that don't use the dollar. They're really going to be advantageous to using the Bitcoin. Those people and now bring their money into the United States or anywhere else in the world, for that matter, relatively cheaply and almost instantly.
Very cool. And how can we get others to participate? What's the move to bring in other businesses and users?
I think it's just getting awareness. It's allowing people to invest their Bitcoin in all kinds of things. So bringing into the world of oil and gas, bringing it into the world of physical coins. Those are the kinds of things that are going to allow people to see, hey, there's real use in this. I can turn this into something that can either bring me money or can bring me use.
Perfect. And what's this big machine over here?
So Cryptmint is a physical Bitcoin company. We are the most secure physical Bitcoin company that we know of because we never see the private keys. You only give us your public key. You go to cryptmint.com and you can order a copper or silver coin. My Balanced Energy silver coin. This is my pay me here coin. So I'll bust this out, and if I'm talking to somebody, and say, hey, did you know we take Bitcoin? They'll say, what is Bitcoin? And I can hand this to them and it weighs something. It's real now. And then I can say, well, turn that around. That's my address. Why don't you just send me payment right there? This is my pay me here coin. So that's what Cryptmint does, and we can do pretty much anything on the laser. The laser is really amazing. We can do 1200 DPI. We can do laptops, iPhones. We can pay us here, card that people can come in and grab. So yeah, it's basically anything that can be written on that's opaque, we can write on with this laser. We're also working on one for crystals and acrylics, but that's a different laser.
Now, can people, because, I've been thinking about putting a QR code on my guitar, I'm a musician, and do you think that people can scan this, though? I mean, it looks like it's a little bit hard to read.
So,
we're going to do an experiment, I guess. Okay, good.
We're going to take this guy and we're going to use it. So what we do is we go to a QR scanner, and you can get any QR scanner. It doesn't really matter. It should all work. Right there. You need a little bit of light to shine on there. It's actually a lot easier if I just set it down. And light's a little bit of an issue in here.
Wow.
So there it is.
So how do I get one of these?
Well, you basically pay us, and we'll give you a coin right now, or you can go online and you can order one and get it in the mail. We're also working with Miriam Marenfeld. She's going to be coming out with a jewelry line that's going to be QR code jewelry.
I've seen that.
And she really didn't do too well with the pre-printed ones, so we're redoing the idea a little bit, and we are actually going to custom make them. So on our next trade show, we'll actually bring in blanks. You'll be able to get your blank done on the spot, and then we'll send that same file back to the jeweler, and you'll get an actual polished jewelry piece shipped to you.
Excellent. I'm going to come over here with my guitar later. We're going to see if we can
Well,
figure out
we're gonna
something
have to
cool.
figure out how do we get that in here, but it may need my bigger unit.
Well, no, you know what I was thinking was maybe we could get just one of these metal
okay,
discs
yeah.
and we'll put it on the guitar.
Sure,
We'll have
we
to
can
do
do
an
that.
experiment in just a little
Absolutely.
while. Okay,
Absolutely.
great. Thanks so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much, and I appreciate you guys coming out here and giving us some attention.
Well, why don't you tell people where they can find out more about you?
Okay, if you want to look us up on the web, Balanced Energy is at balancedenergy.co. So balancedenergy.co is our website. And then for Cryptmint, we have cryptmint.com. So CRYPTMINT.com. And then Minor Source is minorsource.net. They're our hardware sales partners.
Excellent. Thanks very much.
Thank you so much.
Well, we'll be back in a little bit.
Okay.
All right.